good, the bad, and the gossip with John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, let's do some GBG kind of fun.
Okay, then. They released a little preview of Oprah's next chapter. This weekend features Robin Thicke. And of course, like it or not, it's still a topic of discussion. Miley Cyrus's VMA performance is what they're discussing. Now, in it, it almost kind of seems as though Robin Thicke is maybe shifting the blame a little bit.
This is funny to me. It's silly.
You didn't think of it as sexual?
Well, I was on stage. I didn't see it. I mean, her and I don't have that.
But she's
kind
twerking up against your.
I know, but you have to remember, I'm singing.
Kahunas.
I'm singing my butt off. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting there. I'm looking up at the sky and I'm singing. I'm not really paying attention to all that. That's on her. I'm like, people ask me, you know, do you twerk? I go, listen, I'm the twerk-e. I'm twerked upon. I don't twerk myself.
He's like, I'm not taking any blame for it. What I find interesting is today on Ellen, Miley Cyrus is on the show, and they bring up the VMA performance once again, and that sort of thing that kind of bothers Miley Cyrus because Ellen brings up, well, you know, Robin Thicke was there, and you guys had practiced together, and
right. And no one talks about that.
Yeah,
no one cares about the man behind the booty.
Right.
You only care about the one that's shaking it.
But the problem is, I think what people thought was he was surprised by it, and he
was in rehearsal as much as I was and loving it, people.
Yeah.
And loving it.
Isn't that funny? Like, she's like, don't try to shift the blame on me, mister.
I mean, in rehearsals, there's this thing where they do it a way they're going to do it, and then you amp it up 1,000, which I'm sure she amped it up 1,000 on stage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably like, okay, I'm going to come over here and do this, and then they probably sang.
That's true, but Miley's thing is nobody's blaming him at all, and he doesn't get any blame, but he also wasn't doing anything.
Nobody has looked down on him for the interview, and a lot of people have looked down on Miley for the performance as well. And so I'm like, I kind of see her point.
If you think about it, though, his performance is way more tame than his video. They went off on his video, but his performance, he just came out in a suit and sang.
Oh, yes. What I find also interesting is we've talked about this before, Tinder, right? Rich, you've brought it up. It's would you describe it?
Sort of like if you want to hook up really quick through an app, that's the way you do it.
They find people in your area and basically match you up with somebody like an eligible bachelor, if you will. Well, I guess Lindsay Lohan was on Tinder, and Tinder matched her up with her brother.
No way.
Yeah.
They get like equal hotness, right? Like, you want to hook up? Here's your choice.
You two would be a good match. She's like, no, not going to hook up with my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Big news this week in Hollywood was that Bruce and Kris Jenner announced their separation. Now, they're not getting a divorce, but they are separated. And then TMZ reported that Bruce Jenner's sons, Brody and Brandon, were thrilled about this split from Kris Jenner because they never got to be as close with their dad because of her, calling her the evil stepmom and this and that or whatever. Anyways, last night, Kris Jenner posted a photo of her, Bruce, Brody, and Brandon all smiling with the caption of, "Another amazing night. Sorry you got it wrong again, TMZ." And TMZ is now firing back saying, we got it right. Sources very closely connected to the family say that now that Kris is sort of somewhat out of the picture, or at least more out of the picture than she has been in the past. They've never been as close with their dad, and they are thrilled, celebrating, if you will, the separation. I found that kind of interesting. Now, close to that family, of course, is Kanye West. His appearance on Jimmy Kimmel, they got to squash their beef, but then he also got to express how he really feels about the paparazzi and maybe even send them a message.
The way paparazzi talk to me and my family is disrespectful also. You know what I'm saying? We bring something of joy to the world. When people hear my music, they have a good time. And I should be respected as such when I walk down the street. Don't ask me a question about something you saw in the tabloids. Don't try to antagonize me, because you know what? It's not safe for you in this zoo. You know, never think that I'm not from Chicago for 1 second.
I kind of like the first part. The second part's a little, ego-y, but the first part.
I like the second part. Second part sounds like it's badass rap.
Yeah.
Never think that I'm not from Chicago.
You're not safe in the zoo. That's a cool line.
Now, he's in a lawsuit. He is being legally prosecuted for, assaulting a paparazzi member. And the person who is representing that guy is Hollywood attorney Gloria Allred. We know her. She's very famous. And she has come forward with a statement, a message to Kanye, if you will. She said, "You say you bring joy to the world. I say you disgrace disgrace your profession and bring shame to your own hometown of Chicago when you make reference to being from there as some sort of threat. We have a message to you, Mr. West. You will be held accountable for your actions in both the criminal justice system and the civil justice system. As of now, Kanye hasn't responded to her, but I can't wait to hear it when he does, because you know he will. I will keep you posted on that. On our website right now, johnjrich.com, if you go there, type in the keyword GBG. It was a very touching tribute to Corey Monteith last night on Glee. There are highlights there waiting for you to check out. johnjrich.com, keyword GBG.
Oh, there was a tribute to Corey Monteith last night?
Yeah.